Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I just made two new videos just a second ago. My throat was getting dry. I have made really long videos lately. 55 minutes, where's another one up there? 58 minutes, 19, 22, 36. Sound like some kind of combination to a safe or something, right? But what it is, y'all, is I love Exitus Elite so much, it's really hard for me to sit down, mash record, and not tell you everything that I want to tell you about it. That's how I am. I'm very detailish, I'm very elaborate, but I want y'all to understand I'm really good at figuring things out, and I want y'all to understand why I'm still here since 2016 is 2023, and this is still my primary business, and the type of income that is being made not only by me. I'm tied for first place up here for the G2000. If I refresh, sometimes I go on top, bottom. It was good enough. But I want you to see this, y'all. One of my team members, Jay, right here. This is Bob Champion, one of my team members. This is Matthew, one of my team members right here. But even though the G100, G250 is not a lot of them, which is only March the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 6 members are sitting right here. It goes beyond that. It just only shows the top 6 that are inside, the G2000. Y'all, can you imagine? If you did a business that's life-changing income and you're positioned to make life-changing income, and out of the last 21 members, 17 of them came in at the $2,000 level. That's crazy, right? That's what I've done. Now, let me show you this. Out of the other two, so that makes 19 that came in out of the 21, 2 were G1000, out of the 17 were G2000, y'all. That is ridiculous. I've never seen a business with ratios like this, and this is exactly what Exitus Elite is about, in my personal opinion. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit of training real quick, too. I've got a private chat, and inside of my private chat, y'all, I do a lot of training. I ask questions. My downline asks questions. Every person here is G1000, G2000. I probably put the last 40 members that came in G1000, G2000 to put in here. So all these are active members I've put here together, and it's not just me and you. It's going to be an awful lot of everybody working together to make, I'm trying to give you anything and everything I can to help you make it inside your Exitus Elite business. Now, I learned a lot of things from 2014, 15. I got free from a job in 6 months. But after that, even after I got free from a job, that's when things really started making sense. But what I've learned more in the last 2 years than just me applying action, y'all, you get by giving. That's the one thing that has been popped in my head. I'm in church, and I'm hearing the preacher, and even him, he's saying, I'm like, I understand these things that he's talking about. And it's basically, he may not say the exact same terms, you get by giving, but so often, that's exactly how it's happening. Because I've done so well in online business, I'm really good at figuring stuff out, y'all. I try to do anything and everything that I'm doing. If I'm staying at the top of the leaderboards and you look at 6, 7 years later, and I'm still sitting here at number 1. The first business I ever did, I went to number 1. I got free from a job in 6 months. I've got answers. I understand how things work pretty well, right? So why do I make a page like the Shawn Powell's Make a Swipe file where I showed you the proofs of income? And I'm giving, this is proofs of income that you can use to help build your credibility. 40,000 in 30 days, 31,000 in 13 days, just things like this, y'all. I'm trying to give you everything I can. Any kind of, give you examples of doing stuff that means stuff. If you're going to do a picture, don't just do you. I mean, you can. This is me on the lake here right, as well. But, man, do something that's going to mean something. My little boy's the reason why I do online business, period, right? Now, because almost everybody that looks at me seems to be the male species, at least that's what the analytics are saying at YouTube. Why would I know? Why I want to put my ugly head up here? I have a pretty girl sitting here beside me, right? Because I think it would make more sense for me to do so. But I show me and her out and about, and I talk about how it's changed my life and how every day, she's going to be here in just a little bit. We're going to grill some steaks in just a little bit. My son is going to be tickled to death when he gets home because we're going to have some steak. He's going to have some macaroni and cheese because he's still a kid. He's 15, but he's still a mac and cheese guy. That's for sure. And we're going to do some cheese bread. And I know he loves this stuff, y'all. She knows it. And, y'all, even today, I want you to understand, it would have been a 14-hour shift for me in a restaurant with no end in sight. Walking to the point where I couldn't even walk anymore because I'm raw in spots in the summertime, because that's what happens on I-40 with people heading to the beach, y'all. This is the last great restaurant between here and Wilmington, North Carolina. To be honest, y'all, that's the God's honest truth. And everybody knew that. So we got hammered like you ain't never seen before. I was done. I was done, y'all. My little boy, his field trips, me not being there, I always dreamed of going to the field trips with my son because he's going to be small one time, and I was missing them. My family get together, y'all. I wish I could show Facebook. I'm not going to right now. If you go to my Facebook, if you frame me right now, go down and look last week. My grandma turned 94. I was there. One of the first ones there, right? My son was there. I was there. Man, I used to miss so many family get-togethers. Even my grandma's birthdays, because of work, that they quit telling me about them. I quit getting notifications from my family. She's telling me that they're having it, and I'm not blaming them. That's what you do after 10 years of not being able to go to something. Why even tell them? Man, life was going by with me, and all I was doing was working my ass off at a restaurant. It was more to life than this, than my one day off of me and my son running as hard as we could and hope it won't rainy that day. That's what life was like. To this, today, y'all, this is crazy. I mean, it's, like I said, this is why these pictures are here. This is me and my son. Now, of course, he's getting a lot taller. But this is me and my son at the movie theater in the bathrooms. That was urinals back here. That's why I had to take out the background, because I didn't want to have urinals back here. This is me and him giving these little rabbit ears and stuff over each other, y'all. This is what freedom. I never would have been there, y'all. I can tell you that. Never would have been there. Oh, you wouldn't even have this picture, because I went 2 decades where I didn't take a picture of myself because I'm entirely blind in my right eye and had low self-esteem. But y'all, when I got to the point that I wanted freedom more than I cared what anybody thought, more than I gave a damn about what anybody thought, that's when everything changed. That's when God started working through me, telling me that, Shawn, you need to change something, man. I was a clam. I was closed up. Had low self-esteem. I'm going to tell you what, y'all. Let me show you this. To have a picture of me like this would not have happened. Man, you couldn't have paid me $100 to have a picture like that, but my confidence level is so much better. Yes, I'm still blind in my right eye. Joining Exitus did not fix my eye, obviously, but what it did do is it gave me vision in a different way that let me wind up learning that if I let go and be sincere and join businesses I believe in and show people the way and give them the answers, y'all, you get by giving, period, there's a chance that I can make something happen not only for me but for other people. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. You may think that getting free from a job was the best part. It won't. It was, I mean, it was a big one. It was that path of while I was still working in the restaurant. And I had all these ideas. So I was taking napkins and writing these questions down and cramming it in my pocket and coming home and then putting it on a table where I had about 20 different napkins because my mind was on online business and figuring this out to make something different for me and my son. That's the big part. And I'm going to tell you what, when I started making more money before I even went to work a 14-hour shift, and when they asked me, May 7th, y'all, they sat me down. They fired the boss man, the owner that had hired me to become an owner. He was a great owner. The man was married to the place. When he was gone, you know what? I was like, there's no chance of me being ever better than this man. I can't give more than what this man gave, to be honest. And when that happened, y'all, as they sat me down May 7th and told me they wanted me to start working more hours. Y'all, I was making more money before I even went there, and they knew it. I was like, y'all, I'm done. I'm done. So actually that was May the 6th. May the 7th, I didn't show up. I told them I was done. Y'all, I did restaurants for 26 years. They had new owners, they had new management, stuff like that taking place. I was done. I was done. I should have been scared because that's all I ever knew, but God was working through me. And I'm telling y'all, man, I walked away. And I spent the rest of that summer, from May 7th to June 13th, I went and ate with my little boy every day at school. Y'all, that was priceless to him and to me. That's when he knew something changed. I'm going to tell y'all, man, there's a lot going on. But like this sitting right here, y'all, I was talking about how branding yourself, the importance of branding yourself, y'all. This is the thumbnails. This is the first picture. Look, even in this picture here, I'm still looking down. This was me sitting at a kitchen table, this same kitchen table. It was slid over there in front of the kitchen. As a matter of fact, you see some of that image over there just about. You can tell it's the same kitchen, right? I've just updated a couple of things. A $4 stand, an old S3 phone, sitting down, having a mass record and run around the table and sit down because I didn't know how to edit, telling people what I thought about my business, and I was on fire. And people could sense it. And what happened is, 6 months later, I changed my life. But I went home every day and I worked my ass off to make sure it happened. And when I went to work, y'all, I'm telling you, the best part wasn't the freedom. It was the knowing something's coming. Something big is about to happen. You can't even sleep. It's a burn in your stomach, and that's what was in me. That's what happened to me, y'all. That's exactly what happened to me. That's the best part. And a lot of y'all, you're right there, and you want to be, I'm going to turn into Guru Guy. Let me tell you what Guru Guy is. A guy that believes in the business, that learned to let go, and to learn a lot in the process by applying his own action. Nothing will ever teach you more than you applying your own action. Period. I promise you that. And a lot of y'all, you can't get over your hang-ups. Well, listen, if you're missing an ear, if you're too bald on your head, even at this time, y'all, I had made 130 videos in a month and a half. In like 45 days, while working 65 hours, sitting at my kitchen table, not knowing how to edit anything, but I sure know how to use a phone just to send it up to YouTube, right? It took over 31 videos to make the first sale. A lot of y'all wouldn't do that, but here's the thing. I was going to work feeling better because I was sitting in front of a camera. I had so much low self-esteem. God was working on me in so many different ways. Yo, my son at that time, I got free from a job. This was in March. I found this out when this video was made. In May, I got free from a job. I always thought it was May, but it was March, so it was about a month and a half, or about a month and something. Let's put it that way. It's close. I was still, y'all, my son sat down because he wanted to be part of it. He wanted to be part of whatever was taking place. When Dad's sitting down, mass record, doing 130 sometimes, he wanted to be part of it. He sat down and was waving at the end, telling everybody, thank you for watching the video. That's what my son was doing right there, y'all, because me and him were so close, he wanted to be part of it. And that's me looking down. And I was like, you know what? I have no pictures of me with my own son. And that's what an image meant to me. It meant the world. I started writing things that meant something. When I did, I started branding myself, and and when you write stuff that's respectful and meaningful, you get respectful leads, to believe it or not, y'all. So I started branding myself. I started writing things that nobody else was doing. You know what's better than being free from a job for 4 years and getting $1,000 commissions immediately? Nothing. Free since May 7th, 2015. That's what I was writing, y'all. And this one, this didn't even have me in it. This is my little boy at a birthday, and this, and I was there for all of it. Now, obviously, this is old. I've been free now for going on 8 years. That was 4 years ago when I made this. But I want to show people examples. But this is it, y'all. I'm branding myself every step of the way, right here. And this is what all this is for. And I don't care who you are, what your problem is, and whatever hangups you got. Guess what? They're your hangups. They're not the people around you. They don't give a damn, to be honest. They really don't care. If you sit down and you are so fat you can't even really sit in the screen, they look at you for the first second. Guess what? They might say, that's a big dude. But you know what? Belief is a universal language. And if you just let go and tell people what you think about your business, they're going to be looking forward to it, subscribe to your channel, and looking forward to the next video. And y'all are wondering, why ain't you making it? Because you're not doing what I'm telling you. You're not letting go. You got pride issues. You got hang-ups. That's what I had. This is what some of my training is right here, y'all. All right, Exitus Elite, what you need to know about it is awesome. $1,000, $2,000 commissions are life-changing income. Absolutely, without a doubt. You know, I can tell you, man, nine people coming in and paying their admin fee and becoming a member is life-changing income for most people. I can tell you that. And I'm seeing stuff like that inside this business that's just absolutely ridiculous. If you want to be on the leaderboards, you have to put the work in, but you're going to have everything I know sitting right here to help you. And Champ, and then Bob, and Matthew, and Michael, and Victor, and Quincy, and whoever, y'all, we're here to help each other. It's not just me and you. I can promise you that. It's going to be a lot more than that. This morning, I sent a 5-minute text out, or audio, I do that a lot through our private chat, y'all. And just I wanted everybody to know what I was thinking. And a lot of times it sounds about like what you just heard a second ago. And you're going to have access to this, y'all. I'm telling you, you cannot find a better team, better quality, beautiful pages, better team sales page. People charge you $20 a month, and here I am literally putting it together for you just for coming in at a high enough level that's going to help you by being in a life-changing income business, being positioned to make life-changing income. All you got to do is learn to let go. Pick your way, get out to people, and show them the way. And learn that you get by giving. That's exactly what you do. All right, y'all. I know there's a lot of training here. If you need to know more about Exitus Elite, hit some of these. Oh, look, here's that's Christian Chris right here. If you join today, you will actually be getting him qualified. He'll be tickled to death to see you come in. That means every person that Christian Chris brings in will be his commission, and then I'm gonna take you and do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna make that page just like that for you, so you're gonna have that team sales page just like I'm talking about. All right, go ahead, y'all. Go down below. Here's the call to action. Check out wherever you need to do. Give me a call. Tell me you're ready to do this thing. Y'all had a guy from Florida the other day tell me he's about to jump in at the G2000. He was really excited about it. We're looking forward to seeing him come. We had Miss Sharon that just signed up. She paid for her admin fee, so she's about to come into it. As a matter of fact, she contacted me, tell me she's getting everything together for that. Y'all, you need to be part of this business. 9 years old, best owner, best support I've ever seen. I cannot say good enough things about it. You do not sit down and mash record over 500 times for a business if you don't believe it. Period. You just cannot. People can see through it. And I think if you've seen this video to this point, you'll know I'm telling you the truth, y'all. That's the God's honest truth. So, go ahead, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. I've got lots of training here, a lot of motivational things that's going to help you. I'm showing you exactly. And don't wonder where I'm getting my leads from because you're watching it, because YouTube is actually how I make my commissions. So, learn to read between the lines and say, what is he doing that's working in the process, y'all? This is things that I'm telling you to do that you should be doing. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I definitely look forward to seeing you part of the team. Appreciate it.